In your 20s, life can feel like a race. Everywhere you look, someone is doing better than you. Your friend has just bought a car, someone else got a job in a big company, and another person already started investing in the stock market. And the cherry on the cake, social media. It makes the thing even worse. You see people traveling, buying gadgets, posting about their startups, and suddenly you feel like you are behind. You want to match up with them very quickly. But here's the truth. Your current age group, that is 20s, is not about being perfect. It's about learning and building the right habits, especially when it comes to money. Because the financial habits you're building in your 20s will decide how will you live in your 30s and 40s. That's why today I will be talking about what actually matters financially in your 20s. Welcome to my channel where finance meet real life. If you like my content and want to contribute in my journey, you can simply hit that subscribe button for more such informative video about personal finance. Let's start with the most important habit, saving and investing early. Most young people think that they need a lot of money to start their investing journey, but it is not true. Even if you invest just rupees 500 or 1000 every month in a simple mutual fund, it makes a huge difference because of something called compound interest. It means earlier you start, the faster your money grows. For example, if you start investing 5000 rupees a month at the age of 22, by the time you are 45, you could have more than 1 crore rupees. But if you wait and start at 32 with the same amount, you will have much less money. This one habit, starting early, can change your life. Now let's talk about spending. In your 20s, it is very tempting to buy the latest smartphone, bike, clothes, and go on a weekend trips. It's okay to enjoy life, but it is important to understand the difference between needs and want. The need is something you must have. The want is something that can wait. Learning this difference early can save you from falling into bad debts, like using credit cards for things you cannot afford or taking loans for the luxury items. Not all debt is bad. A loan for the higher studies or a home can be a good investment, but buying a phone on EMI when you don't even have savings, that's a trap. You should also start tracking your expenses. It may sound boring, but it is actually very simple now. You can track with just a simple Google Sheet. Just write down how much you earn, how much you spend, and how much you save. When you see it in front of you, it becomes easier to manage. It helps you avoid spending too much on the small things like food delivery apps or various subscriptions you don't even use. Another thing that matters is understanding investment options. In school we learn history and maths, but nobody teaches us about stock market, mutual funds, and how banks work. But today we have YouTube and many other online and offline platforms to learn these things. Start with the basics like what is stock, how do SIP works, what is the difference between equity and debt. You don't need to master it in a week. Just make sure that every month you're learning something new about money. Also be very careful about the advice you get from your surroundings. In your 20s, everyone has an opinion. Buy this stock, do crypto, invest in gold. But your financial journey is your own. What worked with your friend or a colleague may not work with you. So don't just follow others blindly. You need to understand the reason behind every investment you do. If you're not sure where to invest, you can start with index funds or just invest in the simple SIP in large cap mutual fund as they are safer and ideal for beginners. And finally, let's talk about income. In your 20s, you may not earn a lot, but that's completely fine. What's more important is building skills that can help you earn more in the future. You need to focus on learning those things that have long-term value, like communication, digital marketing, coding, finance, or even public speaking. These skills will enhance your personalities and help you grow your income. And when your income grows, your saving and investments grows too. So if you are in your 20s and you feel confused about money, just remember that you do not need to be right now, but you need to start. Even if it is small, but make sure to be consistent and always keep on learning to increase your knowledge. Because 10 years from now, nobody will care about what phone you used, what job title you had at 25. But your future self will thank you for learning about money, avoiding debt, and starting early. If this video helped you, share it with your friends who is also in their 20s and tell us in the comment section what is that one thing you have started doing with your money recently. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more such content.